Still ahead, school bathrooms in the spotlight, the controversial policy outraging parents. Founder and president of Parents Defending Education, Nicole Neily, standing by to discuss the latest crisis in the...
A lot of these little girls right now feel displaced and that they are not welcome in the girls' restroom because they are very uncomfortable.
Central Ohio mother raising the alarm after her two elementary school-aged girls felt uncomfortable when a transgender student who was biologically a boy entered the girls' restroom. The Olentangy School District argued they were trying to be inclusive. Nicole Neily, founder and president of Parents Defending Education, joining us right now to discuss the latest crisis in the classroom. Nicole, good morning to you. While speaking to a national desk reporter there in Ohio, a mother said her daughters were afraid to use that restroom out of fear. And in fact, she said this is a violation of their rights. What's your thoughts on this?
Sure. Every student deserves to feel safe at school, and every parent expects their child to be safe. That is the default setting in all families' minds. So it sounds like what the mother is asserting maybe is that this is a hostile environment that's been created at the school on the basis of her child's sex. And that's where things under the law start to get a little bit complicated.
And what type of legislation is on the books when it comes to what restrooms you can use? Which states allow you to use it based on what you identify versus your biological gender?
Sure. So according to Ballotpedia, as of June 2018, 18 states plus DC, as well as more than 200 municipalities, actually have adopted laws that prohibit discrimination against transgender individuals in public accommodations, which would include restrooms. But the big elephant in the room right now is the forthcoming Title IX rewrite that the Biden administration is set to release any day now. And that's going to really throw all of this into disarray because they're about to read the term sexual orientation and gender identity into Title IX.
I was going to ask you specifically about that because according to this school district, Title IX requires special arrangements to be made for transgender students. So what's your understanding of the parameters right now of Title IX and how does it apply for situations like this?
Sure. So it is wrong right now that Title IX requires bathrooms based on gender identity. Title IX prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex in federally funded education programs. So the school is frankly hiding behind Title IX right now, and saying you are anti-discrimination does not justify eliminating single-sex spaces for all students, particularly not when there was no opportunity for public input or a board vote. Let's bear in mind the school did this policy without anybody knowing about it. And I think that's one of the reasons that families in the district feel so blindsided right now.
Yeah, they need some
Yeah, Title IX recognizes the difference between men and women and permits single-sex spaces in locker rooms, in sports. And so that's something I think, that is being lost in how this district is handling this.
The transparency issue is certainly a problem for these parents. And it stirred up a lot of controversy at a recent school board meeting there. Take a listen to what one parent had to say.
We trust you to develop our children academically and leave the rest to us.
So we know this is not the first and last time this situation is going to happen. So what should parents know moving forward in this kind of a situation?
Sure. I mean, schools need to do a better job of showing that they care about the safety and the comfort of all students, not just some students. This was not, as you implied, handled in a compassionate manner. And again, students deserve the right to feel safe. And if there are students who feel unsafe, then that is something that the district, really, they owe a duty of care to these families to address. And so we encourage families to speak up as the Title IX process, as the rules come out. The public will have an opportunity for input. And so we encourage everyone to contact both the federal government when the Title IX rules come out, as well as to stay in touch with their local districts to let them know their displeasure and how they feel about these issues.
Right. This goes for all students. And again, how can parents contact you if there's something happening at their school and they might be afraid of the repercussions, or they might be afraid that their particular student or another child could somehow face some kind of repercussion as a result of going to the principal or going to the teacher? How can they contact your organization?
Sure. Our website is defendinged.org. At Parents Defending Education, we have a tip line. We receive between 50 to 200 tips a week from across the country, and almost everybody checks that they want to be anonymous. We respect that, and we will be a voice for the voiceless if people don't want their names out there.
Nicole Neily, great talking to you this morning. Have a good one.